Hey everyone, and welcome. So, if you've ever tried to cram for a project management certification like the PMP, you know the struggle, right? It can be so dry. Well, today we're kicking off something totally different. It's called the QT Money Shift, and it's all about learning this stuff in a practical way. Seriously, think of it as a booster shot for your career, where you learn the PMP guidelines by watching a story unfold, not by reading a textbook.
I mean, let's be real for a second. How many of you have cracked open a PMP textbook and felt your eyes just glaze over? You know what I'm talking about. The theory can be so dense. It's not exactly a page turner, is it? But what if there was a better way? What if you could learn all those critical project management principles not by memorizing flashcards, but by watching a high-stakes corporate drama play out, with all the real-world challenges, the messy human interactions, the whole shebang? And that is exactly what the QT Money Shift is all about. It's a training series, sure, but it's framed as a web drama. It's designed specifically to bridge that massive canyon between the abstract theory you read in a book and what actually happens on a real, live, global IT project. And here's the magic of it. You're not just a spectator here. This whole series is designed to drop you right into the fire, smack in the middle of a super complex project handover. So instead of just discussing principles, you actually get to see them in action. You get to live them. And we're not just scratching the surface. We're talking about over 35 episodes. That means you get a front row seat to everything, from those terrifying P1 system outages to navigating tricky global conflicts. It's the real, messy, practical side of project management. All right, so what's the story all about? Well, it all boils down to two teams, an entire ocean apart, working on one single, incredibly high-stakes project. So here's the setup. You've got this company, SaatPro, an Indian service provider. They're taking over a huge project from QT Money, which is a financial portal based in the US. And this isn't some small side project. We're talking mission-critical development and 24/7 support. The real kicker, though, the thing that makes this a story, is the challenge. It's all about the people, the crazy time zones, and just the natural friction you get when you have a global team trying to work together. So let's meet the cast, shall we? First up, let's look at the key players on the client side, the on-site folks over in the US and Europe. And trust me, every single one of them has their own motivations and their own pressures. Meet Tim John. He's the visionary VP up in Connecticut. He's the big shot project sponsor, the guy whose signature is on the contract. And this right here, this tells you everything you need to know about him. Tim doesn't care about the nitty-gritty details or the how. He just wants results. He's got his board breathing down his neck to cut costs, which puts an incredible amount of pressure on absolutely everyone down the line. And then we have Rob Miller out in Jersey City. Let's call him the gatekeeper of the infrastructure. He has been managing this system forever, and let's just say he's not exactly thrilled about this whole offshore handover thing. Yep, cynical, old school, and super protective. He is deeply suspicious of this whole plan, and spoiler alert, he's not going to make it easy for anyone. In the series, they call him the Jersey Wall, and you're about to see why. He's going to be a huge source of conflict. Okay, now let's hop on a virtual flight all the way over to India and meet the vendor team from SaatPro. These are the folks who are actually supposed to make this whole thing work against all odds. And right in the middle of it all, we have our main character, Kapil Mehta. He's the senior service delivery manager. Basically, he's the guy from the vendor side who owns this entire account. The buck stops with him. I mean, just think about that for a minute. He is the one bridge connecting these two completely different worlds. His entire life is basically an endless series of late-night Zoom calls, trying to manage impossible demands from people who are 10.5 hours away. The pressure on this guy is just off the charts. And then we have Mohad Tarek, the technical architect. He's the quiet genius in the background, the one person who actually understands how all the pieces of this complex system fit together. Now, check out the wording here because it's a huge piece of foreshadowing. It doesn't say if the system crashes, it says when. And when things inevitably go sideways, Tariq is the only person who can actually fix it. He holds all the technical keys to the kingdom. Okay, and this slide right here, this is the whole game. It perfectly captures the fundamental conflict. You see, the client team in the US, they're all about cutting costs and getting things done fast. Their focus is on outcomes. But the offshore team in India needs to follow a process to make sure the system doesn't fall apart. Their focus is on process.
So you have outcomes versus process. This single conflict, this is what's going to drive the entire drama of the series. So, the stage is set. The characters are all in place. The battle lines are being drawn as we speak, and trust me, the crisis, well, it starts on day 1. In our very next explainer, we're going to dive right into the first official episode of this story. It's called The Handover Crisis and the Pin. We're going to see Kapil, our guy in India, go head-to-head with his first major obstacle, that Jersey Wall himself, Rob Miller. And you're going to see how this multi-million-dollar project almost completely collapses before it even gets off the ground. And that leaves us with a really interesting question to chew on until next time. In the world of massive global IT projects, why is it that a signed contract can sometimes mean absolutely nothing at all? We'll find out in the next one. See you there.